Hey guys, and welcome to my 5-minute Holy Paladin class guide. The Holy Paladin has a healing style of very strong and efficient single target healing. They have a lot of utility and buffs, including strong raid-wide cooldowns. They are strong in every phase of Classic Wrath. They are widely considered to be one of the strongest, if not the strongest healers in just about every area of content. They are low complexity to learn. Raid buffs and debuffs play a large role in Wrath raiding. Let's see what the Holy Paladin brings to the group. As always, Paladins bring their signature blessings in the form of Blessing of Kings, which is wholly unique and only brought by Paladins, Blessing of Might, which is the superior version of the Warrior's Battle Shout, Blessing of Wisdom, which no longer stacks with Mana Spring Totem. They also bring 2 judgments in the form of Wisdom and Light. Holy Paladins bring a variety of utility spells to the party. Paladins have a single target stun in Hammer of Justice, an undead and demon specific fear in Turn Evil, Divine Intervention, which can be used as white protection or to cheese certain raid mechanics, Cleanse, which works on poison, disease, and magic effects, Hand of Freedom, which allows the target to be immune to any movement impairing effects, Hand of Protection grants physical immunity to the target, but prevents them from auto-attacking or using physical-based spells, very useful for casters on AoE pulls, or for quickly removing certain physical debuffs, Hand of Sacrifice, a strong external defensive cooldown, Hand of Salvation, a very strong threat reduction buff, which can be used on a DPS to allow them to output more damage. Healing as a Holy Paladin is fairly simple. Before the pull, make sure you keep all your buffs up. Ensure that you are using the correct aura. In many cases, it will be either Concentration Aura or Devotion Aura, depending on which you have spec'd into. Check with your raid group to see what the other Paladins are using. Next is your seal. I'm using the glyph Seal of Light, so I make sure that that seal is up as well. Next, make sure you have done your assigned blessings. I'm using Wisdom in this case. I can't mention Paladin blessings without highly recommending the add-on Pally Power. This is a must-have for any Paladin in a raiding environment. Lastly, use Beacon of Light on whichever tank will take the most damage, or the target you are assigned to. Then drink the full to restore your mana. Make sure you are keeping up your 2 casting buffs, one of which procs from just casting Holy Light. The other comes from using one of your judgments on an enemy target. When it comes to judgment, it's highly likely that in a 25-man environment, you will not be expected to keep one up on the boss, but always check with your raid leader to see if you are responsible for this task. Keep your Sacred Shield up on any non-protection Paladin tanks, or whichever target your raid leader has assigned you to. Then you want to use Holy Light to heal. Remember that we're using a glyph that causes Holy Light to splash, and it also acts as your AoE healing. That might have seemed complicated, but in practice it's very easy. Just ensure that you keep all these buffs up, use Judgment on the target, and then spam Holy Light. Use cooldowns as necessary. Now let's quickly go over some of the Paladin cooldowns. Divine Plea grants 25% of your mana, but also causes key healing spells to do half as much healing. To best offset this, it's advised to pair Divine Plea with another cooldown or spell power trinket. For Sacrifice, it's advised you pair this with Divine Shield to avoid all the damage transferred to you. Divine Shield can also be paired with Divine Sacrifice for similar effect. Also, if you want to use Divine Sacrifice but don't have Divine Shield, you can also cancel the damage transfer but keep the raid-wide damage reduction by using this Cancel Aura macro. Don't forget to utilize Aura Mastery for some pretty insane buffs. Pair this with one of the Elemental Resist or Devotion Aura for some crazy damage reduction. For Holy Shock, I like to use it either while on the move, to quickly heal someone, or to DPS the boss. Here's the talents for Holy Paladin. Thanks.